Hey guys, cool by the way back. I'm Rick.
I'm Maggie.
You're back with Haikyuu, where it is Karasuno versus Date Tech. Date Tech?
Date Tech. That's what they call it.
That is what they say in the show. Date Tech. And Date Tech is giving us the business with their reed blocks, their bunches.
It's the bird versus the wall, and I've seen this play out before with windows and birds.
Hinata's just got to jump a little higher to get over that wall. Put more weight on the balls of his feet.
He's got to not feel fear when he's jumping. You just got to be like, there's a path through that, and just headlong. Bonk.
Headlong. And something seems to be up with Kageyama. That goody Two-Shoes Comet really got into his brain, and he's excited and intense, but maybe a little unfocused.
Yeah, I think he corrected into being, his, perfectly poised and such, in total control. And he thought, like, okay, this works for me. I can do this. It's all good. But something deep down inside maybe didn't feel so good. And someone mentioning it to him was probably like this little, like, warning sign of, like, oh, crap, that's visible. That uncomfortable feeling I have. That's actually coming through. That's not hidden. It can be really freaky out when someone points out something that you thought was hidden.
True enough. All right, I want to see what happens next, so let's go!
At this point, I'm starting to get like PTSD every time we see just a blank shot of the court. I'm like, please don't let there be light. Please don't let there be light. Well, cool. Kageyama kind of started the ball rolling by speaking his mind, and luckily Hinata was there to translate a little. And everybody else kind of stepped up and started being honest too.
And Kageyama's not, he's not setting for their weaknesses anymore. He's challenging them to grow, basically.
I don't think Suki needs to grow anymore, otherwise he's not fitting clothes.
Grow their technique.
Yes.
It's like Suki doesn't necessarily like to put the most effort in, so like jumping at your highest potential over and over again would
really wear you out.
Yeah, for sure. So
especially when he's having to constantly do jump blocks and stuff.
Yeah. You'd have to read the defense and know when that's necessary and when it's not. Mm-hmm. Just sort of give him a break. But you can also sub people out too. Yeah,
and being efficient with your energy is a very, very powerful tool too. You just, he's just corrected to the other way where he's like, I've got plenty of energy. After the game, being like, go roller skating or something. I don't know.
I don't think that's what he would do.
No, I don't think so either. I think he'd go home and watch TV or something. But he is fun seeing him being, letting out his bitchy side too. It's kind of great.
He's definitely knows where to hit Kageyama.
He's got the snark. I can respect that.
He does. It's so different than his normal demeanor.
Yeah.
His face, his voice, everything just changes so much.
It's like he's maybe they're a little bit more similar than we realize. If he has to put on this cold, disinterested exterior for most of this stuff, but if he actually starts getting into it, it's it's 200%. So it's pretty fun. I'm liking their dynamic.
Me too. And I like how Hinata has grown and they've recognized that. Mm-hmm. We're I can't believe it. You're actually understanding what's going on and being insightful. And
that's Suga telling you that too. And that's Suga's special power.
True.
He is the emotional vampire. He can tell what everybody's feeling constantly. He's that super empath.
Mm-hmm.
So he would be the first person to notice, but being able to translate is a very simple word for it, but just being able to call that out for other people and let them know it's hey, he's actually doing that and that's really cool. And the other people can listen to Suga too and be I respect this guy's opinion and such. I know he knows what he's talking about, so Even if I can't see it, it's like I could take his word for it. And you have those third years coming back in and basically bridging the gap of what could be a volatile situation. Like, Tanaka's not always the best at it, but I love him anyway. He's my favorite. Anytime he's on screen, seems like. My favorite always changes depending on who's on screen.
Whoever the story's focusing on at the time. And that includes the opponent.
Yeah.
Right? Like wherever it's putting that drama.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they did have like the different color jersey things, but I could never remember which color was which. So every time I saw a spike, I was like, oh, good job! No matter who it was, it's like, I don't know who that was for. It's like Daytech or Krasno, but it's nice to be able to enjoy both teams succeeding.
Yeah. And like,
and it's okay if Krasno is not winning this. This is a practice game. This is for them to shake out all those cracks that might appear.
Yeah. No, I like how the show builds up all of the teams. Mm-hmm. Like not just the one that we're sort of following mainly.
Yeah.
Because like you want to have them beat good opponents that are growing and getting stronger.
You need to bring up everybody. You can't just have one guy win constantly.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like we're down one game, but I think we're up 1 point in this one. I don't know if they're playing a best of 3, best of 5, whatever, but
yeah, I don't know.
See.
It might just be for the day, and it looked like I don't know. We just haven't been focusing on their offensive actions too much. So other than Nishi responses.
I also wonder in the tournament, like, because in the previous tournament only like the finals were 5-game matches, right? Mm-hmm. So I wonder if every game in this tournament will be 5-game matches, or if it will be 3-game and then they'll save 5-game for the later tournament.
Man, that seems hard. Like when you've been conditioning kids for years and years and years for like a certain game length, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're gonna add 2 more sets on that. It's like, that's the sort of stuff that I don't quite understand. It's like I understand like, oh, you more sets is better because you'll be absolutely sure to repeat the process, you'll get the absolutely correct result, right? But kids' bodies don't store a ton of energy, especially when they look all skinny like that. It's like, I can't imagine how many calories those guys have to eat.
Yeah.
And having to work at that high level for such a long time.
But whatever that tournament is, I imagine that's what they'll be playing to this time in order to like get them sort of ready for that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We will see.
Do you think we'll be fighting another team later on that like practicing with a team that has like crazy good offensive after this?
I don't think we'll have any more practices before we get there.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I can't remember how long a time period it is. Nobody held up a calendar and showed me.
I don't remember, but I feel like it'll be this, and then we'll fairly quickly get to the meat and potatoes of the tournament.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, let's go. Thank you guys for joining us on the road that is Haikyuu. If you want to skip ahead a bit in that road, you can go to patreon.com/blindwave where you can see our next 4 reactions to Haikyuu right now. But if not, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button so that you can catch these out as they come week to week, along with all of our other reactions as well. Thanks guys, and we'll see you next time.